This video will describe a couple methods of how to install tire chains on a plow truck. If you need to install tire chains, mount the chains at the shop if possible. Select a level surface to park the truck on for the chain installation. You can use an 18-inch 4x6 post to rest the inside dual of the rear tandems on. Use a spotter if possible to make sure that you are centered and square on the block as you back onto it. And always make sure to set the parking brake on the truck. Locate your tire chains, then pull them out of the storage bag and spread them out on the ground. If they have been used before, they may not be stored in a bag. Do an inspection of the crossbars and the links on the chain. Make sure the triangle locking band is in place on the cam fastener. If not, you may have to put it back on. Stretch the chain out over the rear outside dual, with the open ends meeting midway on the wheel. Make sure equal amounts of the chain are hanging over the sidewalls of the tire. Hook the inside fastener first. Then attach the outside cam fastener. You need to tighten the chain as much as possible. You may have to take up slack in the chain, then refasten the latches. Once the chain is tight, repeat the process for the other side of the truck. Then pull forward off the block. Remember to put the block back in the toolbox before you pull away. Once the tire chains are installed, you will need to drive the vehicle about a quarter of a mile and check tightness again and retighten as needed. Keep the chains as tight as possible throughout use. Install rubber straps to take up slack in the chain. Make sure mud flaps are in place during operation. Install the tire chains in pairs. Do not exceed 30 miles per hour while using tire chains. You will need to inspect the lug nuts periodically during the shift and tighten as needed. Tire chains will cause the lug nuts to loosen on the wheels. If a chain breaks during operation, repair it or remove it right away. Do not operate with a broken chain. Once the pavement conditions start to return to normal, remove chains to keep damage from occurring to the pavement, equipment, or chains. If you don't have a block available, here is an alternative method of installation. After the chain inspection, drape the chain over the rear outside duals. Make sure none of the crossbars are twisted or crossed when installing. Then tuck the extra chain under the front part of the tire. Remember to have equal lengths of chain hanging over each tire sidewall. Pull forward a few feet until a couple of feet of chain have come out from under the tire. Hook up the inside chain hook, then hook the outside cam fastener. Make sure to secure the fastener with the triangle lock. Once both chains have been installed, you will need to drive about a quarter of a mile and stop to recheck the chains. Check the tension of the chains and tighten if needed. Then hook up the rubber straps to take up the extra slack in the chains. Remember to fasten your seat belt, and now you're ready to roll.